Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert!
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
X3, 218, chopper. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you, son. Get it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Turn up. Mark 55. Mark 55.
2nd and 13. Big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. Don't be alone. Hey, orbit. Don't be alone. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Hey, keep it up. 6-6.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A give, running right is Mack. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. He's going to let this go, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, wahoo! 52 right here. 52. Watch the screen. On the ball. Ready?
2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ford. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw now on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw to Michel on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
On the set. 9:55. Smooth.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the toss, here's Michel. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd?
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm trying to collect. And check right, check right.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen, incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's put him on the bus.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rosen to throw again. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now it's Rosen looking. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. No, check that. We got Mike 50. Bravo. Now. Just like that. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. I got wide. Check, 52 is the Mike. Check. 5.
He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On the right side open is Gesicki. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Look at me, zipper. Watch the run.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 52. Let's go. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 7. Now.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. I got it. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Back to throw here. To Michel on the dump off. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And the shovel pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Second and 15. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it.
On first down, Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Check pass. Check pass.
On third down, Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. Check, check. Lucky. He's coming. Let's go. Let's fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Check 55 to mine. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 13. Go. Check 13. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch. Look at me. Door. Watch the shit. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Push him back.
Again, it's Michelle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up third down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Back
to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and It's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo! Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Now, Mike 52, right 52. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Down to lose 1.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. 2nd and 13. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here's Rosen to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss, left side, Michel. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Steve 6.
2nd and 4. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Michel, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Thank you, Gator. All day, dog. Hey, Delta.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, break. 52. Mike 52. Let's go, baby. Big turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Check 52. Patch it. Patch it. Ready, ready.
And it's Michel once again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, it took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.